Thanks for tuning in. You're watching The Big Story with me, Avni Raja. And let's straight get on to our top story tonight. In September 2015, 7-year-old Pradyum Thakur was brutally murdered in his school in Gurugram. A senior student of the same school was accused of the crime. Now, a similar incident has in fact come to the fore from Delhi, where a 14-year-old student from a private school was found unconscious inside his school's washroom. He was then rushed to the hospital but was declared dead on arrival. Now, according to the CCTV footage accessed by the police, the boy was seen fighting with 4 other boys in this washroom. 3 students have been detained and questioned. Shortly after the questioning, the Delhi police also issued a statement saying that preliminary investigations have revealed that the deceased was punched on the face and neck by fellow students. And a murder case has now been registered against these 3 students, and all 3 have been apprehended. With more such incidents coming to the fore from around the country, on The Big Story we ask, will our schools ever be safe for children? Is enough being done to ensure the safety of our children? We have also opened up our phone lines, so call us, tell us what the situation is in your city. How comfortable do you feel now of actually sending your children to school? First, let's take a look at this report filed by our correspondent Amita.
Extremely shocking incident coming to light from a school here in Karaval Nagar here in Delhi, where a 14-year-old boy Tushar was found unconscious in the school toilet. In fact, CCTV visuals that the police have accessed clearly shows how schoolmates went into the bathroom, got into a scuffle, post which Tushar entered the bathroom, tried to intervene, but was assaulted by 3 boys. In fact, we understand that the police has now apprehended 3 of them. In fact, the police is also questioning the management to ascertain whether there were any lapses in this case. In the meantime, the family alleges that the school management, did not take the victim as soon as possible to the hospital. The victim was rushed to the hospital after the incident that took place on Thursday morning. Currently, we understand the police is waiting for post-mortem report. A case now has been registered under Section 302 for murder. Amita Balachandra for Mirror Now.
Now, the Delhi police has issued a statement to the matter saying that preliminary investigations have revealed that the deceased was punched on the face and neck by fellow students. A murder case has been registered and 3 students have been apprehended.
एक कल कॉल मिली थी कि स्कूल के बाथरूम में एक बच्चा बेहोश पाया गया है, जिसको स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल और उसकी माता ने हॉस्पिटल लेके गए थे, जहां उसको मृत घोषित किया गया था। कॉल मिलने पे हम मौके पे पहुंचे। वहां पे हमारी क्राइम टीम, ऑफिसर टीम सब पहुंची। सीसीटीवी खंगाले गए और पूछताछ की गई, जिससे पता चला कुछ झगड़ा हुआ है। हमने 304 का मुकदमा दर्ज किया था। बाद में और लड़कों से पूछताछ और बयानात किए गए तो पता लगा मरने वाले का 4 बच्चों से झगड़ा हुआ था। 3 बच्चों को हमने अप्रीहेंड कर दिया और झगड़े में इसको कुछ पंचर वगैरह मारा गया, जिससे ये नीचे गिर गया और बाद में इसकी वहां जाकर डेथ हो गई।
The family, however, continues to allege foul play, and they have refuted the police claim that the child had died on account of an altercation with other students.
पहले हमें कॉल आई है 12 बजे के आसपास कि आपका लड़का बीमार है और उन्होंने डायरेक्टली जीटीबी हॉस्पिटल में भर्ती करा दिया गया है। जीटीबी हॉस्पिटल में उनके पेरेंट्स गए हैं। पेरेंट्स को जाने के बाद पता चला है कि बच्चे की डेथ हो चुकी है, लेकिन प्रिंसिपल उस बच्चों को एडमिट करा करके प्रिंसिपल दोबारा अपने स्कूल में चला गया। तो हमें कुछ भी नहीं सही से पता चल पा रहा था कि हो क्या रहा करके। फिर पुलिस ने अपनी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करनी शुरू करी है, तो वहाँ पर पता चला है प्रिंसिपल का बयान है कि वोमिटिंग होने की वजह से ये हुआ है, लेकिन उसके बाद थोड़ी देर बाद वो बोलने लगा कि चक्कर आके गिर गया। और जब सीसीटीवी कैमरे चेक किए गए हैं, सीसीटीवी कैमरे में चेक किया गया है कि 5 लड़के उसे टॉयलेट में ले जाके मारा गया है। तो हमें ये पता चला है अब तक। तो जो वो 5 लड़के हैं, कहने का मतलब ये है वो 5 लड़के, उनको सजा मिली, सही से सजा मिली जाए और उस पे प्रिंसिपल पे भी हमें कार्रवाई चाहिए पूरी।
मैडम, स्कूल कृपया करके हमारे ये सबकी रिक्वेस्ट, सबकी जितनी समाज की भी सब भाइयों की, ये स्कूल बंद होना चाहिए। देखा जाए तो देखो आज हमारे साथ है, कल को दूसरे के साथ भी है। पता नहीं था, बच्चों ने हमें नहीं बताया लड़ाई झगड़ा हुआ, तो लड़ाई झगड़ा इनका कल हुआ है जाके स्कूल के अंदर, और फिर जैसे वो बाद में गया टॉयलेट में, जब जाकर उसके साथ ये हादसा होकर गया है। बच्चों ने बाद में इसके मारपीट साथ में इसकी हादसा करा गया।
मेरे बच्चे को झूठ बोल कर इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं, अपना स्कूल बचा रहे हैं। अरे मैं जैसा मैं तड़प रही वो भी तड़प है। अरे उनको फांसी लगवा दो, उनको फांसी लगवा दो। अरे मेरे साथ 40,000 रुपया मांगे हैं, मैं 10 लाख रुपया दे रही हूँ। मेरा बेटा दे दो, मेरा बेटा दे दो।
आज तक का उसका रिकॉर्ड पूछ लो, बच्चा कैसा है। बच्चा लड़ने वड़ने वाला नहीं, बहुत अच्छा बच्चा था। ये बहानेबाजी लगा रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। बच्चा बिल्कुल ठीक था। हम तो पड़ोसी है, क्या हारी बीमारी होती है तो पड़ोस वालों को नहीं पता चलता है क्या? कुछ भी नहीं था, बच्चा बिल्कुल ठीक था।
All right, let's go across to Amita. In fact, for more details, she's joining us on the phone line. Amita, we heard what the family is alleging. We know what the police said, but any further details as to what really ensued because as far as this child is concerned?
Well, Apni, so far the school management has always, maintained that this boy, 14-year-old boy, had diarrhea, which is why he fell unconscious in the washroom, and later they had to rush him to the hospital. But the CCTV visuals that the police retrieved, of course, there's a different story. The CCTV visual shows how 4 boys entered the washroom, were in a scuffle, and post that the boy, tried to intervene, and later 3 boys assaulted him, and 3 boys have now been apprehended by the police. So 2 different versions they're coming in, but the police categorically saying that this happened because of a scuffle, which the school had refuted earlier. But when Mirror now contacted the school management, they did not wish to speak. In fact, the school was shut down today post this incident. Of course, a post-mortem report now is awaited, because the other allegation that's coming in from the family is also that there was a delay in sending the victim to the hospital, which is why he was declared dead in the hospital. That, of course, the police is currently investigating, and they're yet to give us information on that.
Right. So, Amita, do we know who discovered the body and who discovered this boy unconscious at the time, and what was the kind of timeline? Any inputs on that?
This happened on Thursday morning, Avni, when the 4 boys entered the bathroom, got into a scuffle. 3 of them assaulted the 14-year-old boy, and later ran away once he fell unconscious. And so the CCTV visual that the police have retrieved shows the management getting to know about this. They rushed the victim to the hospital, and only at about 12 in the noon was when the family was alerted once the victim was sent to the hospital, post which all of the allegations by the family have surfaced. Now, one question whether the management will also be held accountable, something that we posed to the DCP of Northeast Delhi, who's told us that they were questioning the management today, and that is something that they're looking into as well, and the management will be booked if any lapses are found.
All right. Thanks, Amita, for getting us all those details. And let's also go across to Dinesh Mishra, child rights activist, who's joining us on the phone line. Thank you very much, Mr. Mishra, for joining in. What is your response to this kind of incident? All right, we seem to have lost Dinesh Mishra. We will try and reconnect. But the key question here, of course, is the fact that whether the management will be held accountable. Also, the investigations into whether the school was adequately safe and all the safety measures were being followed is something that we need to wait and watch. Of course, the post-mortem report of this of the child is also something that is awaited and will give more clarity. But at this point, what we do know is that the 3 students have been detained and questioned. Remember, this is very chillingly similar to what we saw with the 7-year-old Pradyum Thakur, who was found dead in his school's washroom in Gurugram, and a senior student of the same school was the one who was accused. All right, we've got a caller on the phone line, Rishi Ranjan, calling us from Pune. Rishi, thank you so much for calling us. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I mean, there is one thing that we are getting these news very frequently. I mean, we have had this issue like in Gurgaon, right?
Yes.
2 months back in September 8th, I believe, right?
Yes.
But the problem is that nobody is taking any action on that. We are just making this a big issue, but those issues are just getting older day by day, and then we are forgetting those issues. So now we don't know that what kind of exact plan we have for that, because now everybody is having their children in the school, and that is going on and on. So we have to make with some kind of a follow up, so that we will come to know that what is actually happening with every case which is taking place.
Right, absolutely, absolutely, Rishi.
As a parent, and I think as a parent, we need to come with a plan that even when we are going to in a school for such kind of a thing, admission and all that, we have to confirm from the school that if they have any kind of a CCTV coverage, then we need to go and watch them. I mean,
right.
If we are going to take action on that side, if we are going and we are checking whether they have a full coverage or not, if they are not having this kind of a facility, we need to just drop our children from that school.
Absolutely, Rishi. I completely take your point. As far as the safety measures are concerned, that's something we've been raising on Mirror Now. As far as making schools safer is concerned, let's also go across to Anuba Sahai, who's joining me on the phone line. Anuba, thanks for joining in. In this kind of a case, I mean, this is chillingly similar, as we've been saying, to the Pradyum murder case as well. But do you believe that the management needs to be held accountable in this kind of a case that we've seen here today of a 14-year-old who's perhaps gotten into a scuffle and beaten up, literally beaten to death perhaps by his classmates, as is being alleged?
Yeah, this is a sheer negligence on behalf of the management, and management should be held accountable.
Anuba, am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, I can hear. Hello?
Anuba, continue. Please go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
All right, we'll try and reconnect with Anuba, but essentially the question is whether the management will be held accountable in this particular case. We have been raising the issue of making schools safer on Mirror Now for some time, and there have been several instances of children being unsafe in school. All right, let's go across to Anuba Sahai. She's with us again. Anuba, if you heard my question earlier as far as the management being held accountable in this kind of a case.
Yeah, see, and this matter is again same like the Pradyuman case,
yes,
which has happened. And I feel that now it is high time that the government should intervene, and also the management should be put behind bars. Management should be held accountable. There is a provision in Juvenile Justice Protection Act under Section 75, where it is the responsibility of the school management to take care of all the children during school hours and as well as in the bus. There are Supreme Court guidelines which are in place for safety of children inside school premises, which has been not followed by the school management. So the management should be held accountable in this case. And how come a child went inside the washroom? It means there are nobody sitting in outside the washroom, as per mandated by the Supreme Court.
Exactly, Anuba, and that's the other question that sort of comes to mind. If indeed this child was inside the washroom, if he did get into a scuffle with his other friends, he was obviously literally beaten up to death, as is being alleged. So obviously that is something, for somebody to be beaten to death takes some time. So nobody noticed, nobody else entered the washroom during that period for a few minutes that it perhaps could have taken place, is something that needs to be questioned as well.
Very, very serious negligence on part. Very serious negligence, I would say, on part of the management. Because it is mandatory as per the guidelines that someone should be there outside the washroom. And how come the teachers and other members and other staff could not hear the voice of the child?
Exactly.
Where are the teachers and who all are taking care? Where is the security? There is a CCTV camera is there, but nobody is watching. So it means that someone should be there to look after the CCTV images. And if any child is going out from the class, then the teachers and other members should take responsibility that where the child is going.
Absolutely.
Those children were inside washroom and nobody was aware that a child was being beaten to death.
Right.
How can it be possible? This is a sheer negligence on part of management. and we hold them responsible. And on behalf of Parent Association, we demand arrest of all the management and the staff immediately.
Right.
And they should be booked under Section 75 of Juvenile Justice Act. We are doing a protest tomorrow, nationwide protest across India, demanding for children's security.
Right. Anuba, I'm going to come to you. I want to talk to you about that protest as well. Do stay with us. We've got a caller, Vivek, calling us from Rampur. Hi, Vivek. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
या ये आजकल बच्चों में संस्कारों की कमी है, क्योंकि उनको संस्कार देने वाले मदर फादर के पास टाइम नहीं है और बच्चे सब दादा दादी से दूर रहते हैं, नौकरों को हाथों में मिलते हैं, क्योंकि आजकल सब यूरोपियन कल्चर का, जैसे इंडिया में अपने घर में मदर फादर को नहीं रखना चाहते और दादा दादी का बार बच्चों को नहीं मिलता और इसलिए अकेलेपन का कारण उनमें बैलेंस डेवलप होता है। और दूसरा, ये फिल्मों में इतना ज्यादा बैलेंस है, बच्चे ये सब देख के लड़ाई सकते हैं। कोई भी बॉलीवुड वाला बैलेंस कम करने के लिए फिल्मों कोई भी फिल्म नहीं बनाता। कोई लेडी प्रॉब्लम के नाम पर कई कंपनियों का सामान बिकवाने के लिए पैडमैन तो बना देंगे, लेकिन और बैलेंस रोकने के लिए कहीं कोई फिल्म नहीं बनाएंगे। ओके,
All right. Thank you, Vivek. हमसे बात करने के लिए शुक्रिया. We've also got Dr. Daniel who's calling us as well. Hi, Dr. Daniel. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
Yes, ma'am. My comment is that the school registration should be cancelled, and we should take strict action against this type of culprits.
Right. Right, all right. Thank you, Dr. Daniel, for calling us with your view. Anuba, in fact, that's really the, kind of angst that we're seeing amongst parents who are obviously, getting more scared to send their children to school, and we're seeing an increasing number of cases, whether it is where in this particular case or the Pradyum case, whether it is their own classmates or schoolmates who end up, hurting them, or whether it is even students, the school management, the teachers who also, in the case like a student committing suicide because she was not allowed to give her exams because of lack of fees. So there are a lot of these instances of children not being safe in their schools coming up.
Yeah, this is very shocking, and we all are very concerned. Parents from across India are very concerned now that what all is going to get, that our children are not safe, neither inside school premises nor inside bus. Even in bus premises, even in bus, lot of things are happening. Lot of molestation is happening. Inside school premises it is happening. Inside classroom it is happening. So parents are so scared that whether their child will be alive or not tomorrow if he goes to school. Now everyone across India is concerned, and all are up in arms today. And we have demanded from all the state government as well as our central government to look into this matter. And the child security should be the first concern. The government should intervene in this.
Absolutely. Since the Pradyum case, Anuba, that's something that we've all been demanding, and you as part of the Parents Association also has been demanding that. And as far as this protest is concerned, what do you hope to achieve through this protest? Do you really think it's going to make a material difference in how the government views school safety?
See, we have no other option but to raise our concern through protest and through other media and all the channels and other way. We have no other option. Where do we go? Whenever we write to Prime Minister or HRD, we don't get appointment. We are waiting for appointment from Chief Minister, from Prime Minister, from HRD since past 3-4 years. We are not getting appointment. But I don't know why the government is not so serious about the security of our children. It is the future of India. Why the government is not taking it seriously? All the news channels are running. Everyone is aware across India, across globe. As regards the Pradyuman matter, parents from outside, from US and other countries are also concerned that what is happening in India. Why our central government and state government are silent? Don't they think it is their responsibility to take care of the children and also punish the school management? In Pradyuman matter also, they did not took any action against Ryan group. Their parents are moving from one court to other, and the CBSE has still date not disaffiliated. They have not cancelled the affiliation.
Not cancelled the affiliation, right. Let's go across to Dr. Daniel, who's with us still. Dr. Daniel, go ahead. You had another point to make.
You see, being a responsible citizen of this country, it is our prime duty to take care of our children. Our children are our future assets. And secondly, you should take a strict action against this kind of schools. And this kind of schools should be shut. It is the school's responsibility to control the school bullying.
Right. All right. Thank you for your point of view. In fact, this is not the only issue that we've been talking about. There's another school that is under the scanner in Hyderabad that I was also talking to Anubha about. This time, a class 9 student committed suicide. The student was barred from appearing in school examinations due to non-payment of school fees. Following that, the youngster took the drastic step of ending her life. That's the second big story that we are also tracking. Anubha, this is the other instance that I was talking to you about, the kind of harassment sometimes that schools and the teachers give the students over something like school fees in this particular case is also shocking.
Yes, we are getting many complaints from across India from parents who are protesting. Parents who are raising voice against the unjustified and illegal fee hike. And this time we are demanding from the government that a special protection should be given to those parents who raise voice. Special protection should be given to their children. Their children are being expelled from school without any reason, which is a child cruelty. It is against the child protection guidelines set up by the central government and NCPCR. I don't know why schools are not following up. And the schools are targeting the children of parents who raise voice against any injustice which happens inside school, be it fees or be it any other thing. So we demand protection of all the parents who raise voice against the injustice or arbitrary fee hike or any other thing. In the recent case which has happened in Hyderabad, it is a really shocking incident. Because of the fee, the child had committed suicide. I think this is a very serious concern and management should be booked under Section 75 in this case as well. I don't know why the government has not yet taken any action against the government. We demand protection for all the parents and children across India from the state government and as well as the central government. If our children are not secure, then our country cannot progress.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Anubha, for joining us with your views on this, and that's really the big question that we're going to continue to keep asking here as to why our children are not safe in schools, irrespective of what happens, irrespective of what the child why can the government not step in, as Anubha was pointing out, is the big question. We need to ensure that our children are safe, that the parents feel comfortable sending their children to school. You cannot have a situation where parents don't want to send children to school. You heard the callers, what they had to say. They're all petrified, they're scared, they're wondering why something isn't done, whether the school management should be held accountable, and they should be held accountable. Why should the schools not be de-affiliated? If one example is set, everything will fall into line. If one school loses their license over something like this, all other schools will fall into line. And that is something that the government really needs to take note of. On that note, that's a wrap on this edition of The Big Story. Thank you for watching.